If you don't already know, Tinubu has been declared winner by INEC. Tinubu is now officially the winner of the 2023 presidential election. APC has finally won. I would say kudos to the other candidates that contested for the election, because I would say that this is one of the most contested elections in the history of Nigeria. It was really well contested. All the candidates shared the state 12, 12, 12. The figures are just different. And again, let me say that this is the first time that we are having a third party that is different from APC, different from PDP, a third political party who actually did pretty well, really well, I must say, not even pretty, really, really well. Labour Party did really well, really, really well. And kudos to them, kudos to Peter Obi. You guys did really well. We did well. Before we go into the details of today's news, if you haven't subscribed to this channel, please make sure to subscribe. Turn on the post notification bell so that you'll be the first person to get notified whenever we upload a new video. Help us grow this channel by giving this video a massive thumbs up so that it gets recommended to other YouTube viewers all around the world as well. Lastly, please leave your comments in the comment section. As we all know, like I said before, Tinubu won the election, and congratulations have been coming in for Tinubu. Congratulations from Fayose, Marwa, even Buhari himself. The President, Major General Muhammadu Buhari, has congratulated the winner of the 2023 presidential election and candidate of the All Progressive Congress, Bola Tinubu. Reacting to Tinubu's victory in a statement by his spokesman, Garba Shehu, on Wednesday, Buhari said, "I congratulate His Excellency Bola Ahmed Tinubu on his victory. Elected by the people, he is the best person for the job. I shall now work with him and his team to ensure an orderly handover of power." The election was Africa's largest democratic exercise in a region that has undergone backsliding and military coups in recent years. This election demonstrates democracy's continued relevance and capability to deliver for the people it serves. Within Nigeria, the results reveal democracy's ripening in our country. Never has the electoral map shifted so drastically in one circle. In the presidential elections, states in all regions across the nation changed color. Some amongst you may have noticed my home state amongst them. The winning candidate did not carry his own home state either. That happens during a competitive election. Votes and those that cast them cannot be taken for granted. Each must be earned. Competition is good for a democracy. There is no doubt the people's decision has been rendered in the results we look at today. That is not to say the exercise was without fault. Buhari, very important. Like I said in one of my videos, the election was, medium, free and fair. Like, the fact that I said the election was free and fair doesn't mean that it's without fault. What I was just trying to say in that video was that in recent times, like with all the elections I've experienced in the country, like, this is the most free and fair election compared to the other ones. I'm not saying that it is like free and fair, it has no fault. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that compared to the other elections we've had in this country, you guys can bear witness to that. This, compared to all the others, at least is free and fair. Come on, guys. This is the best so far, and I know that it will keep getting better after this. For instance, there were technical problems with electronic transmission of the results. Of course, there will be areas that need work to bring further transparency and credibility to the voting procedure. However, none of the issues registered represent a challenge to the freeness and fairness of elections. I know some politicians and candidates may not agree with this view. That too is fine. If any candidate believes they can prove the fraud they claim is committed against them, then bring forward the evidence. If they cannot, then we must conclude that the election was indeed the people's will, no matter how hard that may be for the losers to accept. If they feel the need to challenge, please take it to the courts, not the streets. However, to do the latter means they are not doing it in the interest of the people, but rather to inflame, to put people in harm's way, and all for personal selfish gains. After a degree of polarization that necessarily accompanies any election, it is now time to come together and act responsibly. I call on all candidates to remember the peace pledge they signed just days before the election. Do not undermine the credibility of INEC. Let us now move forward as one. The people have spoken. I must say, hands down, Buhari has done his best. He has really, he's the first president I will see that is willing to go against his party just to make sure that a free and fair election is carried out. Like I said, there's no election. This election is free and fair to some degree, but this is not to say that it has no fault. The biomedial machines were not used to transmit, results to the INEC server. We know that, but all the faults that has been noticed in this election, I just hope that INEC would go back home, work on it, and come back with something better, in the next 4 years in the coming election. But I would say kudos to Buhari. Buhari really tried. There's no he did not do this one, he did not do that one. Let's just say Buhari really tried, and that is the fact. I'm telling you, that is the fact, because he went against his political party just to make sure that a free and fair election is carried out. Like I said, although this election went well, that does not mean that it did not have its own faults. There were some lapses here and there, and even when you're planning a wedding, no matter how good your plan is, no matter how good your event planner is, on that day of the wedding, there will be some lapses, there will be, some mistakes here and there. So these things happen. Anyway, let me know what you all think in the comment section. Subscribe if you haven't. I will see you in my next video. Bye for now.